friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget and my last video before Christmas. So first of all, I wanted to mention, you can see there's a difference in the room. We've swapped it around, Baz and I swapped it around for how I would like it next year. I used to film in that corner over there and it's quite cramped. I was quite on top of the camera, but there wasn't a lot of space behind me either. And I always feel quite cramped over there, so I'm over this side now. We've changed the room around completely, and I'm happy over here, and I hope you like it. This is how it will be next year. So, my last video for the year today. What I wanted to do is what I've seen my lovely friends do now. Natalie and Mary Ellen and Carol. They all do. They've done 18 for 18, 19 for 19, and this year they did 20 things for 20 of their favourite things for the year 20. They do that every year, and they said, I love it. It's one of my, my favourite videos they make every year. And I said, anyone can do it. So then Monica and Marlene and Sheila did it. And I call them my three musketeers. They're lovely girls. And they're three very good friends. So there's 6 I've seen, and I really liked it. I really liked it. So I thought I would try it. I mean, I don't know if I would give it justice like those ladies, but I'll do my very best. And so, my first thing is a painting, and I will put a photograph up here. This is a painting of sunflowers. My Baz has always called me his little sunflower. That's his nickname for me. He's been called me that for years and years and years. My little sunflower. And in the year he paints, Baz. I'm told a lot of you before we've spoken about it. He painted me this in the year, and I'm so pleased with it. I'm so happy with it. It's sunflowers. I love sunflowers. Are my favourite flower. And obviously it's sentimental because he calls me his little sunflower. So I'm just really, really happy with that. So that's the top of my list for the things of 2020. The next thing is my early Christmas present. I probably shouldn't have had yet, but I've got a new ring light. I'll put a photo grain of it. I was working with the tiniest little ring light like this, and everything was the wrong colours and everything was coming out. It was great if I filmed really up close, but I kept getting shadows. You must have seen that yourself, guys, the shadows behind me all the time. I just needed something that would give more light to the room, and it did just work so well. And I've got it in front of me now, but I will put a photograph. So that's an early Christmas present. I shouldn't have had it till Christmas, but since we swapped the room around, we put the ring light up this end. So that's definitely, I'm so thrilled to bits with that. Number 3. Now, all the things that I'm saying are all mishmashed up. I haven't put them in any order. There's some from beauty, some from other things and kitchen things and lots of different things. But this is the 3rd one that I've put on my list, is Messenger. Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever one that you can call that way on. I think it's been such a horrible year for all of us, hasn't it? And a lot worse for some than others. Our thing that's made it personal for us, hard for us, is the fact that we are so isolated. We live in the north. My family are down south. We can't travel down there this year. But nobody I know's got it. Nobody I know's had that virus. So I've not had that worry. Please God it stays that way. But it's just me and Baz. We've got no other family up here or anybody up here. It's just the 2 of us. So Messenger and WhatsApp and things like that are so great. My daughter's going to call me this morning about 9:30, and I'll have a muck about with the children, and it's really been a godsend. It has really been a godsend, and I'm so grateful for that. And I think, imagine this happened sort of 20 years ago, or do the things they do, but you know, we wouldn't have had this. We wouldn't have had this contact. And it's amazing. It's wonderful that you can talk to someone the other side of the world. You know, just as if they're in the room. I think it's just amazing that you can do that. And I've been so grateful for that over this lockdown period. My next thing is definitely loungewear. I think most of us, if you see now, I've just got a big baggy sweater on with some blue jeans, and that's it. That's how I'm dressed most of the time. I'm in loungewear most of the time. I've put a couple of bits up here that I've got for you that I bought, and I know I showed you when I bought them. I shared them with you when I bought them. And it's what we've needed, because I get up every morning and put my makeup on. My hair's all falling in my face. I put my makeup on and, you know, I get ready, but I don't want to put anything restricting on, because most of the time I'm working on YouTube. During the day I work on YouTube, and I'll be sitting down watching the TV or a movie or something, you know. You just don't need the restriction of tight clothes or tailored clothes. So all my clothes, everything that I've been wearing, this is like a big lounge jumper. But I just like things like that, and I'm so grateful for those things. I've really enjoyed them, and all the time. I've not really worn anything else, to be honest with you. It's just all loungewear. Okay, the next thing again is because of the way the year has been and how it's been for all of us. It's Netflix and Prime and, you know, the movie channels that you can get hold of now, so the streaming channels. They've just been great. I've so enjoyed them, because we've watched loads of movies. We've always had the movie channels. We've always had Netflix and Prime, well, say always, so as long as they've been out, really. But I've never really appreciated them as much as I appreciate them this year. I've really, both Baz and I have both really appreciated it a lot. Not that we always agree on the films, but we all, most of the time we do. We both quite like murder mysteries, and some sort of Christmassy films. Baz is not great on Netflix and I'm not great on war films, so we sort of compromise there. But yeah, Netflix and Prime have really been sort of something to fill our time with in this time, really. Okay, I said it was all random. The next thing is home deliveries. I am so grateful for home delivery services. Amazon have been great. I've bought so much off of Amazon, and I know if all of you could have 20, you know, say 20 favourite things of 20, I'm sure that 95% of you will say home deliveries, because it's just been a godsend to us. As I said, there's nobody near us, so we can't have things sort of, can you pick this up or can you pick that up, because there's nobody near us. So and we live quite away from the shops. So to have Amazon and to have supermarkets delivering your food to the door, I'm just so grateful for that. I am just so grateful that I can get some shopping, I can get some food, that can get the essential and the things that I need, and that, you know, it can be delivered to my door. So home shopping channels on the television, on the Amazon or supermarkets, I've just really been grateful for that over this lockdown time. Okay, so this is not in any order. I've just put the 20 things down. This, I didn't believe I would like it that much when I got it. I didn't think, you know, I read about it and done a bit of research on it, because my problem has always been here. My skin's not too bad. I mean, for my age, it's not too bad. But this has always been my trouble under here. And I've been using the creams that I know will work under this. Serums I know will worked after many trials of different things. And I bought this red light pen. It's a LED light, and it's, I don't know if I can show you. It bleeps. Once it's just the light, can you see the light? And two is the light and massage. Can you see that? And you just put it, work it under your eyes. I do a couple of minutes, work it round. Couple of minutes, work it round. And I do that twice a day. And I cannot tell you how different under my eyes are. I mean, I still have, that's still my problem area. Just turn that off now. That's still my problem area, but it's nothing like it was. I'd like to get a full face one. I'd like to get a bigger one that you can, I don't know about the mask, I think that'd worry me a bit, but I'd like to get the one that's sort of that size, you know. I'd like to work with one of those. But this is the one that I need so much, because this is my area that, my worrying area. If you've followed me for any length of time, you know that. But this, I'm really, really pleased with this, and I'm really, really pleased that I bought this. So you can get these, most sort of retail chemist shops, some of the online ones, some of the, you can also get them in places like QVC. They're just red light pens, and it's amazing. I am so, so pleased with this. It's definitely in my top 20. The next thing that I've bought this year, and I've only had this year, that absolutely has worked on my jawline, is my Jade Ruler. I love this thing. I do it twice a day. When I put my moisturiser on in the morning, obviously you just roll upwards, and I roll up quite firmly all the way around my neck. And this has improved no end. I mean, I've still got it, but it's improved no end. Always for me, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. If it works, you know, no matter if someone says that's not going to work, or this is going to work, or you need a better one of those, if you know, I've said it 100 times, guys, if I look in the mirror and I think that's done the trick, then that's done the trick. And these two things for me this year have done the trick. This under my eyes and this on my neck. Okay, so now a couple of beauty products. The first one that I've got here is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I found this year. That was Monica McGillicuddy again. She suggested this, and I think this is marvellous. I've got another one as backup. That one's nearly gone. It's not the second one they brought out, which was sort of a luminous one. I think this is the original one, Poreless Putty Primer, and it does. It really does work. It works. I mean, some of the ones that you can buy, the primers that you can buy, say, oh, it's poreless, but it's not. Once you've got your makeup on, you can see. And I don't like to use a lot of powder, because powder's another way, obviously, that helps with the pores. But if I don't like that a lot of powder look. But if it's just foundation, I mean, my pores, you can really see them. But with this, it's done. They just disappear. And I am really, really pleased with this. So that's e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I suggest that to 101% to anybody. And my next favourite, and you would have heard me talk about these, I'm sure, in some videos. This is a Body Shop. It's a chamomile cleansing balm. I don't think I'll get the top of it. Oh, I might do. This is a new one that I've just took off from the cupboard there. So this is just a balm. It's a very soft balm, and guys, it's magic. I've never ever had anything in my life that takes makeup off like this. There's no rubbing. I do a double cleanse, so this would class as my oil cleanse because it's an oily balm. I rub it between my hands, put it over my eyes, and my makeup just comes away. It's the best without doubt cleanser I've ever used. I've used to use Lizelle for a long time, the cleansing polish, because that always seemed to take my makeup off first time, but nothing like this. I've never used anything high end, low end, or any other end that works the way that does, and that's the Body Shop's Chamomile Scrumptious Cleansing Butter. Scrumptious? Okay, so the next thing is my big triangle pillows. I showed you these, I think, when I bought them quite a few months ago now. I got one for me and one for Baz, and we had them on the chairs downstairs. And they are just so lovely. They're big. I mean, you know the V pillow, but they're big ones. But they're so nice because I put it into the corner of the sofa and I just lounge. It curls around you and it's so nice. And normally Tess comes up, my little dog. She wants to sleep on it as well. But they are just so cosy. And Baz and I both like those very, very much. And they've certainly, I'll put a little picture up here. They've certainly been one of my 20 for 20. And the next thing is my only makeup product. Well, apart from, you know, primer and cleanser, but only actual makeup product that out of the 2020, because I haven't bought a lot of makeup, to be honest. I've got repeats of things, but I haven't actually bought a lot of makeup. But these actually blew me away. And you've seen me talk about these before, guys. They're the little e.l.f. bite-sized palettes. And they absolutely blew me away. This is the one that I've got on today. They blew me away. They are brilliant, 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 brilliant palettes. I think they're about £4 each. I want to get some more. You can get them from the e.l.f. website or anywhere that stocks e.l.f. And they're great. They last. The pigmentation is great. Lasts all day. Longevity is excellent. It doesn't irritate. Doesn't give loads of fallout. These are absolutely great, and I like little palettes like this. The only thing with them is, I've got to say, there's not really a bone colour. So if you buy these, you need to have say Wet n Wild's Brulee. You need that alongside it, so just to do your bone and to at the end, so that you can, you know, feather it all out nicely, work it all out nicely. You need that. Some of them have got one in, like this one has. That would work on the bone, but some of them, no, they're definitely not the colours like this one. There's nothing on there that you could put. You really need a you know, here, the bone colour, brow colour. You really need that with them, but they are excellent, excellent palettes, and I hope I can get some more. Okay, so the next thing, guys, not very exciting, but very good for me. I suffer from high blood pressure. And I take medication for it. I have done it for years and years. My mother was the same before me, and it's an inherited thing, and there's a lot of blood pressure in our family. But I know it now. You know, they know things different nowadays, don't they? So I have to take a medication all the time for it, and I also have to be monitored. Well, normally I would go to my doctors every 3 months, but I can't go to my doctors at the moment because they're not, most of it's video calling at the doctors at the moment, only seeing absolute emergencies, which is understandable, and I say that's right. Or I could have gone to the chemist, but I was sort of a bit weary about going to the chemist because I really would rather avoid that if I possibly can, you know, at this time, obviously. And because it puts me in the vulnerable position, blood pressure puts you in the vulnerable group as well, I've just got to be really, really careful. So I bought one of these, and I'm so pleased I did. It's a little watch, and it goes around your wrist. It goes the other way, but I'll do this to show you. It goes around your wrist like this, and it a little bit further up your arm, but I'm just sort of doing it for showing you purposes at the moment. And then you turn it on, and it pumps, pump, 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 like you would if you was taking your blood pressure, and it gives you a reading. And my doctor accepts that reading. So it saves me having to go out. It gives me peace of mind that my blood pressure is being checked. And I'm really, really happy I got that. It's quite a good one. You can get lots, but it's quite a good one because I wanted to make sure that the reading was right, you know. And so I wanted the one that had been verified by, you know, hospitals and so forth. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. It's helped me an awful lot during this time. The next thing is without doubt my journal. My daughter bought me this last year. Now obviously I don't want to open it too much because it's all private stuff, but she bought me this last year and it's got all things in it for your addresses, for if you need to make charts. It's got everything in it. You know, one of those ones that you can put everything in, and I do. All my works in here, my plans for YouTube are in here, banking, things that I need to order, birth dates, addresses, phone numbers, all in there. And I absolutely love this. Well, it's come to an end now. And my daughter was going to get me another one this year. So that one's come to an end, and my daughter was going to get me another one this year. Because I love the journals, but we can't get together at Christmas obviously because of what's happening. And we decided as a family that we weren't going to send presents to each other. We were going to have a special day, a family day, of celebrations of being back together when we can. We don't know when that's going to be, but we want a special day so all our family and the children and everyone are together. And we want to exchange our presents then, because it's such a big thing watching the children and the children say, Nanny, do you like this? And Granddad, do you like that? And such a big thing. So just us, not the family. Obviously, the children will open their presents with, you know, their parents. But just for us and as a family with us, we're going to wait till we can do that together. So I won't be getting a journal on Christmas. So I bought one because obviously if it's not April, May, June when we see each other again, please God sooner, but who knows, I bought one. It's the same sort of thing, but it's much smaller. But it's got all the same sort of things in it, and I can put everything in it, and my address is in it, and it's not as big or as good, I don't think, as the one my daughter bought me, but it certainly will do. I've loved that journal, and and this one as well, I will take everywhere with me. Wherever I go, whatever room I'm in, I need to sort something out. A journal, to me, I love journaling. I love it. So that's it. The next three things I'll probably put into one category, one thing, and that is Alexa. Make sure she can't hear me. Alexa has been a godsend. Because anything you want to know, you want to ask quickly what's happening, what's going on, and the news and music, if you want to play music or anything. I mean, I love Alexa. She's definitely been my friend over the last 12 months. She has definitely been my friend. So Alexa is definitely up there on my list. Then Audible, which is a audio books, and I'm sure that's all in America as well. I'm absolutely sure it is. That you can, it's a subscription service, and you can get however many books you subscribe to. But that as well, that's another thing. During this time, I've always loved Audible anyway, but during this time, it's really been a godsend. I love it. And then there's a radio station called LBC, and it's not a music station, it's a news station and a current affairs station, but it's done with light-heartedness. It's very serious. It is serious, don't get me wrong, it's serious, but it's done in such a pleasant way, and everything is done, and you get to know the presenters, and I know when they're coming on, I know, every one of them, I think they're great. And it's not so daunting as the news. It's just, can't really think how to say it. It's just a lovely, but they put it over really, really well, and you feel like you know them. They're just really, really good. I really like them. They do interviews with the politicians, and if you like current affairs, if you like what's going on, if you like the news and that sort of thing, LBC is really, really good, really good. And they have some fun things on there as well, and they have quizzes and contests, and it's just really good. It's another one of the things that I've picked because of the way the year's been and how it's sort of helped over that time. So we are up to 18 already. It's a long video. And without doubt, 18 have been my washcloths. I found these this year. I cannot remember. I think it was Carol from the Carol show. From Carol from the Carol show, I believe. But these cloths, or it could have been Mary Ellen. I don't know. One of the ladies. These are amazing. Absolutely amazing. You can see they're different sizes. I've got different ones that I bought from different places. Some from Amazon. I think I got some from Beauty Bay. But they are so good. And they just literally... What I do is I use a clean one every time because I use for the oil. When I use this, I put that all on my face, I rub it all in, rub it in my eyes, and then I take that off with this. And it just takes all of your makeup off your face. I wet it first, drain it out. And then it just takes all of the makeup off. And what I really like is that they literally rinse out. So when you're finished, I use a clean one every time because I use the oil-based cleanser with them. So I like to use a clean one every time. But I just put it in, brush it out like this. And it's just all the stuff and the makeup and everything's come off the towel. And it's all off of your face. I 101% are behind these. I love them and I should suggest everyone should get them. They're great. So the last thing without any doubt is YouTube. YouTube has literally saved my life this year. I think it certainly saved me from going mad. I've loved every minute of it. I love getting to know you. I love meeting new people because of a lifestyle and where I am, and you know, YouTube is my social life as well. And it helps me feel less isolated, and it helps me talk to other people that, you know, like-minded people and so forth, because, you know, I love Baz with all my heart, but there's only so much makeup talk he'll take. But, you know, it's just nice to have it. I can't tell you how much I love YouTube, or how grateful I am that you've accepted me. I know that's something that, you know, I've said time and time again. But there's a lot of things in me that we'll have to talk about in the new year. Things that I find it very, very hard to open up. I find it very hard to trust. There's a lot of that in me too. And I don't want to be miserable because it's Christmas, but YouTube has helped me so much with that. But it's not YouTube, is it? It's you. It's you guys. You've helped me with that so much. And you've brought my confidence on more than you can ever, ever imagine. I will never be a really confident person, but I'm streets ahead of what I was. And you've done that for me, and I don't know how to say thank you enough. Just thank you for everything, every comment you make, every time. I just thank you so much. Thank you so, so, so much. So that is my 20. It's a long video today, isn't it? Next year we're going to do some slightly different things. Do the same ones as well, but we're going to do some slightly different things. That I will talk to you about next Tuesday. So this video is going up late. I apologise. It's normally this video should have gone up yesterday. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, and I don't want to moan again. I don't feel like I'm moaning. But I had a fibro attack, and I couldn't have managed it yesterday. But anyway, I made it today, so I'm sorry it's still a day late. But next week it will be on the Tuesday, and we'll talk about that then, about what we're going to do next year, what my plans are, and you know, where we think we're going from here, especially with this virus about what can we do. But we'll have a little chat next Tuesday. But until then, please have the best possible Christmas you can. I know it's not going to be like Christmas normally is, but please have the best Christmas you possibly can. Don't take any chances. I'm not taking any chances. I want to be with my children more than anything in the world. I want to be with my grandchildren, but I want to be with them next year and the year after and the year after that. Please, God willing, I want to do that. I don't want to jeopardise all that just for this year because I took too many chances. So I won't be, you know, doing it this year. And please, please be careful. Be careful wherever you go. Be careful because it's really not good at the moment at all. So have the best Christmas you can. Take care of each other. Love each other. Ignore each other's idiosyncrasies and look a little bit deeper and be kind to each other. I'll see you again next Tuesday and God bless. God bless.